full experience, and now they're actually going to rotate the Lich here.
Oh, this is very good, especially if they can go on Misery like this. But
maybe he's going to actually tank a lot of creeps here, and surprise, there's an extra nuke here, and they've got the first blood, or we're just before the 3-minute marker. Congrats, Blitz Dota.
1-for-1 in the prediction so far. I told you, you can't cheat off of me, man.
I was 10 seconds off.
10 seconds too late. Yo, what is that quote from Fast and the Furious?
I don't know, dude. That's your movie.
Oh,
not
Febby
mine.
is so
Febby
dead.
I'm
flying.
Gonna be stunned up here. Weeha's
Oh no, Febby! You should have got up!
Febby's definitely
you
dead
fool!
now. If he had just kept running, he could have actually survived long enough that the dust would have faded, but...
We gave up on that. He was like, alright, I'm not getting this. And then Febby juked to the right.
Rising.
Learning something new every day, though.
10 minutes in.
MP's almost got, well, he's got a Helm of Iron Will. Once he gets the armlet, I'd imagine that he just keeps popping into Febby or this Nyx Assassin and just...
Poor little ball of light. This world is too cruel for you. Some nuke damage goes out. Lich is going to be pushed back. Moo hiding away because there are a lot of heroes off map right now. And that tier 1 tower is actually no safety. Not against MVP Phoenix. There was an Infest Bomb inside of Forev just waiting, and a full rotation from QO with a nice little haste room to make it all the more efficient for him.
Game going somewhat similar to the...
What we could do right now is actually try and rotate and stop that push to top lane as they just run into a smoke. MVP Phoenix with a smoke of their own. Pass through the mid lane, but start heading up to the 12-minute rune. They're going to run into Soxa and will be able to pop him almost immediately. No tether saved there. Resolution now takes the nuke, already down to half HP with a Rage Lifestealer over the top. That will be twofer for MVP Phoenix. Maybe make it a third. Misery also going to be caught here. Forev managed to get the stun onto him. Oh, third kill picked up by MVP Phoenix as they can now pressure mid lane.
I need people to know that that was a really unique move that MVP made. It reminds...
Moved himself backwards there in a critical dagger. Actually put Misery here in a position where he may die if he doesn't get away from Febby in time. Pops the dust.
That's
good read
smart.
there. And now they may actually get a kill for it. They start dragging back Febby. Good kick is actually going to nail both. Unfortunately, though, QO is able to get in range and starts getting a turnaround. But Dubu, that's going to be a 2-for-1 special, apparently. Make it 3? Not quite. MP with the Rage and TP out.
Do manage to get out, but they do get 2 return kills.
Reads, making the adjustments, are grouping up very early on, and it seems like MVP Phoenix are kind of hitting their head on a brick wall here. They're actually going to go down for this. QO already very low. The Chain Frost is bouncing around expertly, though. It's going to be able to land on a Moo one more time. QO almost getting up with the Flame Break. A little bit more damage. They got him in the end. Weeha, surrounded by 2, though, is going to be shurikened up, and it bounced over to Moo. He tries to make his way to the cliff, but not in time. And now it is MVP Phoenix who will take the clearance sale, 1 for 3, plus some bounty gold from the track kill. Things are ramping up for MVP Phoenix, but they can't quite get their claws
might just be running
on
up into a
DC.
trap.
Oh, Forev jumps in, pops the spike carrot base, looks for the stun, but immediately gets silenced up, and now he should be dead to rights. MP looks for Misery instead, will be able to run him down. Oh, the bounce around, Chain Frost, Soxa will be able to get himself enough space, but Resolution, he gets space as well. The Flame Break stops just enough attacks for them to be able to complete that TP, and Moo,
so by himself
he'll
right
get
now.
away. It's all leaving Weeha by himself, though. He turns, he's going to be kited around, and should end up going down without a kill, as yes, the Infest and the crits come through in time. This time, MVP Phoenix will win the fight.
Thought for a second that DC should have been able to get out with that fight, but everybody just kind of turned tail and ran. That Chain Frost really started to split them up. And that Nyx Assassin, that was a bold attempt. He knew they were up there. Yeah. He was like, okay, my invis is out. This is the best that can happen out of this. DC, they're going to go for the chase. They might even have the move speed still.
Resolution gets a lot of damage away from the Lifestealer and turns it on to Dubu, who's going to hide himself in the trees, goes for the TP out, but they do have the vision. Resolution now trapped against creeps, though, won't be able to run down QO. They just get the 1 kill in the support, and they will be happy enough with that.
Still, they...
For MVP Phoenix, scrambling to find more.
DC's got to be careful. They're stuck here, though.
They are actually getting trapped in. Forev looking for the impale. Will be able to hit it on Misery. Not quite the target he wanted. He wanted Moo, but will still be able to get him thanks to the spike carapace. Gets a little bit of space. The force staff forward. Moo will be able to get the blink dagger. No, the dagger comes in and a crit. Executes him. Resolution now is left with him and Saksa up against QO. They will be able to take away the Aegis, but a crit again. Unbelievable. Weehaw comes in, looks for MP. The armlet toggle not going to be enough against the Ursa Warrior. QO jumps over to him. Weehaw fights against him and he wins it. Shuriken not enough. Blink forward. Forev gets the kill and manages to get the impale onto Resolution as well. But he's going to be run down here. Resolution, he still has the ultimate out. Nuke, not quite enough.
Oh,
a swift
Misery
kick to the nuts. Misery gets him, rolls through, misses Febby, but they've got the dust. Febby, he suicides himself into the tier 4 tower, but it's Resolution who claims the kill, and he will be the big winner of that team fight as well.
Very well done by DC.
Hunting with Resolution, Moo, and Misery on the other side and try and play off of that relocate efficiency or continue to 5-man. It seems like MVP Phoenix, all right, full on 5-man, but what a kick for Misery. The silence follow up, and Chain Frost is going to bounce around here. Might just play enough havoc to turn this fight back into their favor. A roll on through. Misery catches Dubu, but there's too many heroes. Weeha's going to scare away the MP. They get a force staff forward, and they have to suffice with just the bug instead, and the Lich himself. He'll end up going down. They surround the tier 1 tower. Digital Chaos get MVP Phoenix into their claws and claim 4.
That was
the risk on that team fight. And once MVP Phoenix are done with taking that tier 1 tower, backing out, they're going to go for the smoke. They run into Forev. The Shivas gets them the vision and the slow on 2 of these heroes. Moo, he'll take QO while the rest of the team looks for Dubu. The Chain Frost, though, oh no, DC! They may have just gone into a trap of their own making. DC still pushing forward, though, have the damage coming out over time onto Forev. They might be able to get this one. Weehaw slows him down, manages to get the call, but he goes straight for MP. Looking to be able to take out that ghoul. A bouncing Shuriken lays onto the Earth Spirit, though. 2 down as they continue to kite and kite. Digital Chaos. Weehaw unable to get anybody on to him. They're going to have to go for the relocate out. Might just be able to get the escape. Moo blinks away. And that is a Razor and an Earth Spirit for QO, but they're going to find more. Forev actually with the infest jump forward. They will be able to get more. Moo taken out, and Weehaw, his intent to defend his Razor may have just led into his own doom. Weehaw runs himself back to the tier 2 tower. MVP Phoenix not quite pursuing because MP, he's got something else in mind. Saksa, who came back from that relocate, managed to get the tether away. And TP out, not quite in time. Forev comes in with a spike carapace, hits the Spirit, and stops the TP.
Just a little bit too greedy from DC. They decided to take that fight. Under those circumstances, MVP.
Misery will be able to get the space. Weehaw, meanwhile, is going to look towards QO, but QO's chasing Resolution. They've got the track onto him. They've got the extra movement speed. It just needs Saksa with the save. Once again in the clutch. The Wisp provides the saving grace. Oh, but a dagger execution from QO. Eliminates Misery, and now they blink forward. You said it, Blitz. They just cannot get away from MVP Phoenix. Once they commit to a fight, they have to win it, or else there are going to be several casualties.
Man, so gonna give up this tower, and QO, he's not gonna do it very quickly, but
smoke up DC. Looking for their initiation. They don't want to grab the Aegis hero, so instead they're going to grab Febby. Try and take the Guardian Greaves out of the equation. They've done so successfully. They're going to turn it on to Forev next. Weehaw with a BKB will rip him asunder, but QO and MP have just taken out the Wiz, and now they're trying to track down Resolution. But between his BK and the movement speed, he's managing to kite QO quite expertly. QO makes the long jump over the side, but still loses his Aegis as Weehaw eliminates him. Time for round 2. MP pops back out, goes for Resolution, managed to slow him down with the open wounds. They've got him. Can they actually take the rest of this, though? Weehaw, oh, they certainly can. Holy cow, the damage is too much. MVP Phoenix still managed to win it. With only 2 of their cores alive, they take down the Ursa and the Razor and get the tier 2.
They had to expend so much for that defense as DC thought they had it for a quick second. They all started grouping up as if they had won the fight. But MVP, they swing the tide so quickly. QO just throwing out daggers, trying to catch whatever he can, and this is a very quick tower for them.
The ultimate comes out. Misery, nice flame break, but it's still not enough to keep him alive. Still, though, QO is going to take out here. Now Weehaw starts beating into MP. MP, knowing that he may be dead here, starts going for Saksa. He still has an invest combination. The creep wave just spawned. Why did you run away from the spot? Oh, no! Couldn't quite make it in. loses his life because of it and what could have been a get-out-of-jail-free card.
He was so fanned out around this Razor.
Weehaw on the side here. His entrance into the fight could be critical, but they've already got resolution. He wasn't fast enough with the BKB, and now Zoxa has to save him, but he's successful. Once again, he saves the big carry. QO, though, with a free kill on Misery as a big kick comes out. Now he's got the bash 2 onto Moo. Burrowed on in. Forev managed to get the stun onto Weehaw. Resolution pops his BKB, though, starts draining the damage of QO. Misery comes back with a buyback. They need to be able to find something more than just supports here. Force staff forward, managed to get the stun onto Resolution, and with the BKB's down, they've actually got to play this careful. Misery unable to catch Forev. Now the jump onto Resolution. They managed to get the slow down with the stun. Burrow on forward. Forev finds yet another stun with that spike carapace. Resolution not going to make an entrance out of this one. Has to buy back. Digital Chaos losing massively in that team fight, and they can't even ensure a fight still, as MVP Phoenix looking quite healthy now that the Guardian Greaves has popped.
This is just so funny looking. Forev just chilling, waiting for moments to inch himself forward with that force staff while he's burrowed. That 7-second stun doing absolute work in these fights.
You know, he will have the opportunity. There it is, jumps forward, managed to get the spike carapace, the follow-up stun, a long kick for Misery. It gets a little bit of space, but MP within rage will be able to follow him up. And now, oh no, wait, Forev just found another one, gets 2 supports in the background. What is this bug doing?
We just talked about that
QO, that's not your fountain. It's not your fountain, friend. It gets pulled back in. The evasion. Oh my God! QO, not like this. Stop the match. They're dead already. Oh God!
They ramped it up so quickly. 0
All right, MVP Phoenix, just like that. They slam game number 2 back in the face of Digital Chaos after a disappointing result. And game number 1, making this series go